Hello worms, here I am in my kitchen. I'm just about to go off to work in about 10 minutes. It's been a week. I've got more work because it's half term and I work at museum and there's lots of like spooky Halloween activities and things like that, and it's been a hell of a week, to be honest. I have activities written down on an itinerary that I know I'm going to do, and then I'm always like really anxious that I'm going to get up in time, do them right, and I realised today that I actually been going into work an hour early, and I should have been there at 11 and not 10. I guess that makes me conscientious or just not very well organised, not reading the itinerary properly. So there you go. So yeah, Saturday I was a spooky witch, and then Sunday I was down to be a spooky witch. But then on the last minute on a Saturday, the duty manager, who's not my normal duty manager, who's cover, and he was a bit flustered, and he said, the guy who's coming in to do crafts tomorrow can't do crafts, so can you do crafts? And I said, well, that means that there won't be a witch. I said, well, you'll have to tell people at the reception, because or put it on the website or something, because people will be expecting it. And so I was stressing out about that, and I thought, oh no, because I hadn't worked out what activity I was going to do. I was just like, I was in the hut and I had paper and card and stuff like that, so I had to improvise. And luckily that's where one of my strengths is with ADHD, is that I can actually improvise. I might not be very organised, but you put me in front of a load of stuff and I can usually come up with something, and I've got a good rapport with kids as well, so hopefully that was all right, and that no adults were, harmed during the making of crafts, and that they're all right about it. And because I've got a really busy week, I forgot that Dom's B12 injections is supposed to be a regular thing, and I've just had a phone call from the vet, and he said, I think there might be some misunderstanding, Mrs. Cox. Dom's supposed to have his B12 injections as a course of injections and not just a one-off. And I went, oh no, right, I'm terribly sorry, because things just go in one ear and out the other with me. As I didn't say that, but I do appreciate the vets have a really, really hard job. I was watching a video from Helpful Vancouver Vet about vets ending themselves basically, and because they can't cope with all the emotional roller coaster and everything about. They deal with death a lot. They deal with people not looking after their animals a lot, and and it's an awful stress. So I thought, oh no, I've pissed off the vet. Yikes. Because my problems aren't his problems aren't my problems, and we've got to try and work together with this. And I feel a bit like I've been feeling really guilty about Don, to be honest. Just because it's really hard to pill a cat, especially one that's had some history in its life, doesn't necessarily like being picked up and fondled and poked about. So that's concerning, and I've been lying awake at night thinking, what the hell am I going to do? Because one of the things I don't like doing is asking people for help. But my next door neighbour came round and helped me with him today. She helped me with him when he had to take that banana stuff. And I said to the vet, oh, can we have tablets, because I can crush it up and put it in its food? But no, Dom's too clever for that. He'd rather go hungry than eat something that's adulterated, so that didn't work. So yeah, it's just been a major flummox this week. This whole week has just been all over the shop. And I'm deliberately holding my camera up here so that you can't see the mess in my kitchen. Because I'm not like one of those ADHD creators who's got a perfect house and is all made up and here's my house tour, look at my plastic plants. I've got real plants. I don't care if they die. It means that I've been taught something, and and plastic plants, just what's the point? They're not real. They don't do anything for the environment, and you have to dust them. So not for me, I'm afraid, no. And I like watching them grow as well. If I take care of them and they send out new buds, that's really rewarding. You know how much I like my plants. You see my gardening vlogs. So, oh, that's olive oil behind me. Oh no, that's an empty bottle of wine. Ooh, that's very telling, isn't it? Right, well, that's just a quick short. I'm probably going to make another video about ADHD and work later on, when I've written some semblance of a script or something, but yeah, I just thought I'd let you know. And if you have got ADHD, remember you have got strengths. It's very hard to not think about your weaknesses 100% of the time, but if you can recognise every so often that you do have positive things, and give yourself a pat on the back for, you know, being creative, being, you know, kind, and being a nice person, because there are not horrible people in the world. They might be richer than you, they might have jobs, but a lot of them are not probably as nice as you. So just give yourself a little pat on the head and say, you're all right. I'll see you all later. Ta-da.